If there's one way to sum up Nikon's brand new ZR cinema camera, it would be pure excitement. The energy surrounding its debut at IBC 2025 has been electric, with filmmakers, videographers, and industry veterans gathering around for their first taste of Nikon's bold step into dedicated cinema gear. The camera itself has already picked up the reputation of being nothing short of impressive, with some early hands-on reviewers even calling it a cinema killer. That's a big claim in such a competitive space, but the ZR seems determined to back it up. The ZR represents Nikon's first fully fledged push into the world of cinema cameras, and they've entered the field not by dipping their toes in cautiously, but by jumping in with both feet. What makes this move even more interesting is the partnership behind the camera. Nikon collaborated directly with Red Digital Cinema, the brand known for pushing the boundaries of high-end filmmaking with its signature Red RAW workflow. For years, many wondered what might come from a potential marriage between Nikon's imaging expertise and Red's cinema pedigree. Now, the answer is finally here, and judging by the buzz at IBC, the collaboration has paid off. The first thing that strikes anyone who picks up the ZR is its weight, or rather, the lack of it. For a cinema camera, it is shockingly light. When filmmakers describe it as unbelievably portable, they're not exaggerating. Cinema rigs traditionally weigh a ton, requiring bulky accessories, cages, and heavy-duty tripods. But Nikon's new system seems to rewrite that expectation. It offers the robustness of a professional cinema tool while being compact enough to appeal to solo creators and run-and-gun shooters. The ZR doesn't feel like an intimidating, studio-only beast. Instead, it's approachable, intuitive, and geared toward agility. Another standout feature that immediately earns attention is the display. Nikon has outfitted the ZR with a massive 4-inch LCD screen, and it's one of the brightest, most usable displays seen on a camera of this kind. Large enough to monitor comfortably without needing an external screen, the display ensures that filmmakers can frame, focus, and review footage with confidence even in challenging outdoor light. While most cinema shooters are accustomed to carrying an external monitor as part of their standard kit, the ZR's display changes that equation. It's sharp, vivid, and more than sufficient for many situations. This is especially valuable for creators working in fast-paced environments where minimizing gear is crucial. Audio is another area where Nikon and Red's joint effort shines. The ZR introduces 32-bit float audio recording directly in camera, paired with built-in microphones. For those not familiar, 32-bit float audio essentially eliminates the risk of clipping or losing detail when recording at unpredictable volumes. Whether capturing whispers or sudden loud bursts, it offers incredible headroom. This is a game-changer for filmmakers who often juggle sound levels while also operating the camera. And if you want to step things up further, the ZR supports external microphones, making it compatible with popular options from brands like Rode or Sennheiser. For solo operators, journalists, or documentarians, this feature alone could save time, stress, and potential headaches in post-production. Form factor continues to be one of the ZR's biggest selling points. The camera is designed with versatility in mind, and many early testers highlighted just how freeing it feels to not carry an entire cinema rig for every project. If you're tasked with a quick shoot or capturing spontaneous action, you can grab the ZR as it is and head out. Of course, for bigger productions, it's ready to be rigged up with all the accessories you might want, but the option to work quickly and lightly is invaluable. This hybrid approach caters both to filmmakers who want streamlined efficiency and those who demand maximum customization. Of course, at the heart of the camera lies the recording formats, and here Nikon and Red have gone above and beyond. The ZR supports both Red RAW and Nikon RAW recording, giving creators flexibility in their workflow. Red RAW is legendary in the industry for its flexibility in post-production, while Nikon RAW introduces the brand's own optimized approach to capture and grading. The fact that both are available in such a compact body makes the ZR stand out against its competitors. This choice positions it as a camera that doesn't force filmmakers into one pipeline, but rather respects the diversity of creative workflows. Throughout the event at IBC, the energy around the ZR was less about cautious optimism and more about genuine enthusiasm. Attendees described it as the ultimate underdog, a camera that no one necessarily expected Nikon to deliver but one that has exceeded all expectations. For many years, Nikon has been a beloved name in still photography, producing legendary cameras and lenses. While they have dabbled in hybrid cameras that shoot both stills and video, this marks the first time Nikon has stepped confidently into the professional cinema space. And the verdict so far? They've nailed it. One of the most striking reactions from early testers has been disbelief at the price-to-performance ratio. The ZR feels like a product that should cost significantly more than it does. Cinema cameras are notorious for their steep price tags, often running into tens of thousands of dollars, especially when factoring in essential accessories. Nikon seems to have found a way to deliver premium features and advanced performance at a fraction of that cost. People are openly wondering how they managed to pull it off. It's not just about being good for the money, it's about being so good that it feels unbeatable within its category. What makes the ZR even more intriguing is how it balances professional-grade capabilities with accessibility. It's clearly built for high-end filmmakers, yet it also appeals to independent creators who want cinema quality without the intimidating barriers of entry. A solo documentarian can pick it up, enjoy reliable autofocus, handle their audio without stress, and record in a format that will hold up in post-production. At the same time, a full film crew can build it into a professional rig, integrate it into a larger production workflow, and expect the kind of quality demanded by the industry's toughest standards. That duality is rare, and it's part of what makes the ZR such an exciting release. The combination of Nikon's imaging heritage and RED's cinematic expertise has resulted in something genuinely fresh. Nikon brings decades of optical precision and sensor development to the table, while RED contributes its deep understanding of what filmmakers need on set and in post. Together, they've created a tool that doesn't just compete with established cinema cameras, it disrupts them. For many filmmakers, the ZR is more than just a new piece of gear. It represents a shift, a signal that the cinema camera market is evolving, and that more players are entering the game with innovation at the forefront. It's rare to see such unanimous praise for a debut product in this space. Typically, first-generation cinema cameras come with caveats, compromises, or missing features that leave early adopters feeling cautious. But so far, the Nikon ZR has inspired almost the opposite reaction. Filmmakers are already talking about it as though it's the camera they've been waiting for. A long-anticipated answer to a question many didn't even know they were asking: what if Nikon and RED joined forces? Now that the answer exists in the form of the ZR, people are calling it a dream come true. Walking away from IBC 2025, the impression left by the ZR isn't just about specs or features, it's about how it feels to use. Cameras can often be measured on paper, but what truly defines them is the experience they deliver in real-world shooting. And here, Nikon ZR shines. Light enough to move freely, smart enough to reduce friction in the workflow, powerful enough to capture cinematic detail, and priced in a way that makes it accessible. It checks boxes across the board. Some are already predicting it could reshape the competitive landscape, with major players like Sony, Canon, and Blackmagic dominating much of the cinema market. Nikon's arrival was unexpected, but rather than playing catch-up, they've introduced a product that stands out on its own terms. The ZR isn't just Nikon's attempt to keep pace, it's Nikon's declaration that they're ready to lead. The story of the ZR is only beginning, but its debut has already left a mark. The excitement is palpable, the reactions overwhelmingly positive, and the potential enormous. Nikon and RED's collaboration has produced a camera that doesn't just make sense, it feels like it was destined to happen. And now that it has, filmmakers finally have a new tool that bridges worlds: the accessibility of stills-inspired hybrid cameras, the uncompromising quality of dedicated cinema gear, and the innovation of two brands willing to push boundaries together. The Nikon ZR may have started as a surprise, but after IBC 2025, it's impossible to ignore. This isn't just another camera launch, it's the start of a new chapter in cinema.